Hi, I'm making this video just because I am involved in this organization, or this movement, rather, called Love is Louder Than the Pressure to Be Perfect. I don't know if some of you guys saw it, but a little while ago I posted the awareness video that I made for it, and I showed it at my high school and two other high schools in my county. And it was a really hard thing for me to do because basically in my video I'm holding note cards like people tend to do in videos on Tumblr, and I flat out said I have an anxiety disorder. And since then other things have been going on which has not helped and has brought forth some other issues that I have. But that's beside the point. Love is Louder Than the Pressure to Be Perfect is a movement for mainly young women, but of course we're not the only ones who have anxiety and depression. And it's basically a movement that makes people feel less alone. It's to say you are not weird. You should not be ostracized for having depression or anxiety. And that's something that was really important to me because for a very long time I felt like this was abnormal for me to feel so scared and alone. So, through this movement and this project that I did, I just felt really... People would come up to me while I was showing my video and say thank you, or that meant so much to me, or I didn't know people felt like that. A lot of people didn't realize just how many girls were depressed, which surprised me. So it was just a really eye-opening experience, and I'm so glad that I did it. But I just wanted to say to anyone struggling with anxiety or depression or anything caused by that, like eating disorders or drug abuse or alcohol abuse, and are hurting themselves, cutting themselves, you are not alone. You are not the only person who feels like this. And I know you can't just stop, but I want you to know that you are not alone in this. And there are people who love you and people who can help you. People have helped me. And I don't really know what I was trying to accomplish with this video, but I've just been feeling very grateful these past few days, and I feel like I've had a really rough senior year, and this movement is something that really helped me, and I don't feel like I need to be perfect all the time anymore. So if anyone is scared or needs help or advice, I want to help you. I want you to come to me. I don't want you to feel like no one cares, because I felt like that for a very long time. I want you to be able to help yourself, because people love you, and you may not think so, and you may not see it, and they may not be able to express it to you, but if anything happened to you, there are so many people who would be so upset, and I want you to come to me. I want you to be able to go to someone, and I know that going to your parents or your friends or your teachers is embarrassing and scary, and so if doing it anonymously on Tumblr or asking someone you don't know for help if that's easier for you, do it, because it'll save your life. And that's what I want. I don't want you to be depressed. I know that's not an easy thing to not be if you have depression. I know, because I feel like that. And you can't just turn it off. As much as people tell you, just don't be depressed. You can't just not be depressed. And I understand that. So, come to me, anon or not, for anything. It doesn't have to be life or death. It can be anything. And I will help you. I won't say it's not my problem. I won't give some bullshit answer like some people do. I won't give you a form letter. I will tell you exactly what I would do in your situation, or how I think you should handle it, because I know that sometimes you just need direction on how to deal with your problems. So, I hope that you can find comfort in Love is Louder Than the Pressure to Be Perfect. A couple of the celebrity sponsors for it are Brittany Snow. She's an actress. She was in Hairspray, and she was in John Tucker Must Die. And Demi Lovato, from Disney Channel. And she's a singer. And I know Disney, you automatically think cookie cutter. But, Demi Lovato is a really strong person. And she's one of my heroes because of how brave she's been and how open she's been about her eating disorders and her self-harm and her depression. And that is something so important. You need to own it, and you need to not embrace it, but you just need to accept it, and you need to work at it. You can't hide it, you can't suppress it, because that makes it worse. So Demi Lovato is such an incredible person to me. And yes, she's Disney, and yes, that's how she made her name. But that's not who she is. She is a strong, independent, extremely courageous person that I will always be grateful to for speaking up the way so many people don't, the way I didn't. So, I hope that you feel less alone in the world. I hope you feel like I can help you. I don't know what I hope, but I hope that you realize that you're not alone, and you have options. You don't need to kill yourself, and you don't need to cut yourself, and you don't need to starve yourself. All you need is to love yourself for who you are and for who you want to be. And you don't have to be this big, and you don't have to have big boobs or perfect skin. You are you for a reason. And as long as you are healthy, and as long as you are happy with who you are, that's all you can ask for. I love you guys.